No, I know you have, but you got to continue to do that. And
Uh,
I'm just giving you a warning or admonition. You got to continue to do that. I don't want this coming back before me with you not having made.
Today's courtroom explodes with tension as the judge confronts defendants over drug use, probation violations, and unpaid restitution. From jail recommendations to strict testing orders, every word raises stakes. Stay tuned for shocking twists, emotional pleas, and legal consequences unfolding in real time. Subscribe, like, share for more dramatic breakdowns.
State your name. I don't think
Rachel Pichette.
you. All right. It's a recommendation here that I ought to put you in jail.
Understand.
You brought some documentation. Miss Clara that wants to. I'm going to adjourn this out to April 8, 2026 at 9 a.m. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to order that you meet with probation tomorrow, March 12th, 2026 at 11:30. I'm going to order weekly drug testing.
Okay.
That's to begin today. So I'll sign that order.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Yes. I had something prepared. I wanted to
You
be
don't need to just listen.
okay.
Take in what he's saying.
I'm going to order, well, when they go for the drug test, are you going to come back clean?
Yes.
What else did you want to say to me?
Just that I'm here today thanks to the program Narcotics Anonymous. I did submit a letter from one of my supports about, my meeting attendance and my dedication to my sobriety. I've been under care for my mental health, which I think was a real barrier with my substance abuse. So I've been with CMH and they're here for over a year. And the thing I really want to do is continue with my physical, mental, and behavioral health things that I have going right now, treatments that I'm in. And I contacted the court because I really have a desire to put these things behind me and move forward in life. And I want to take accountability for my actions.
All right. You can go over, take the drug test, meet with Miss Clara, and we'll see if this recommendation changes. It's going to be weak.
You understand what he said?
So I meet there tomorrow at 11:30.
Yes, with Ms. Pilar, and today you go to community corrections and drug tests.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Court does call the case of the people versus Devante Johnson.
On behalf of Mr. Johnson, this is a recall from this morning earlier where we had to go over the PSI.
Oh, right. Okay. Go ahead.
We've shared the recommendation with him. There were a couple informational changes, which which I think we told probation about. His change in his email as well as his phone number. And he has a new girlfriend, but I won't put her name on the YouTube.
Sir, is there anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
no, sir.
I'm sorry, did you say yes or no?
No, sir.
All right. In the case ending in 1110, sent to the court 12 months probation, $480 fines and court costs. In this case, because I'll assess them in the other case, I'm going to waive the probation oversight fees. $732.95 restitution to Dick's Sporting Goods, jointly and severally with the co-defendant Brandon Nash, payable through the court. There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are not to go to any Dick's Sporting Goods store in the state of. You can comply with the terms that I will set in the next case as part of your sentence. On this case, I'll order 93 days in jail. Credit 2, the balance is suspended. How are you gonna get the $480 paid? And you're gonna have some other fines, costs and restitution.
I'm about to start a new job and I get Social Security as well. And I'm gonna try to maintain it and focus on the right things in life and pay what I need to do.
All right. What I'll do is 12 on the other case ending in 1196, 12 months probation, $500 fines and court costs, $360 probation oversight fees, $1,761.39 restitution to Myers jointly and severally with the co-defendant Brandon Nash. That is payable through the court. There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete CBT program with proof through probation. You're to complete 25 hours of community service with proof through probation. You're to obtain a high school diploma. You are not to go to any Myers in the state of Michigan. I'll order 365 days in jail. Credit to serve the balance is suspended. With reference to the fines and costs, the payment plan is arranged by probation, but I want at least $150 per month paid.
Okay.
I did math on that.
The judge immediately escalates supervision, ordering probation reporting, daily accountability, and weekly drug testing starting today. This signals a strict compliance phase, where any slip could trigger jail recommendations. How far should courts go to enforce sobriety while balancing rehabilitation and fairness in real-time criminal proceedings like this here?
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Collier.
Adam Tillier.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to follow the recommendation of probation. He can pay the $1,600 today, he tells me.
And Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Tellier is before the court for a violation of probation hearing. Mr. Tellier was sentenced back in this matter from February 8th of 2006. Mr. Tellier has been on bench warrant status. He recently submitted a bench recall request, which the court granted. Mr. Tellier is in violation of the terms that was ordered by this court in that he owes a balance of $1,660. He made no payments to the court. He failed to complete intensive outpatient treatment. He failed to attend 4 AA meetings per week, failed to report to probation as directed, and obviously failed to appear before this court for the show cause hearing for failing to do that. I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Tellier prior to this hearing. He indicated to me, I don't remember where he did treatment or he did it, given that it was some time ago. Given that Mr. Tellier can pay the outstanding balance, which he had told me that he could do today, probation is asking at this time to adjourn this violation hearing to April 22nd, 2026 at 9 a.m., that he pay that balance in its entirety, and that he complete the weekend wake-up program. That's an intensive weekend program that I believe will be acceptable and could cover all the bases. And if Mr. Tellier meets those terms by the adjourn date, then at that time probation would recommend you.
No objection.
Tellier, anything you want to say?
Since this incident, I've become married. I have a son. I have a full-time job, full-time student, and I intend on doing everything possible to get this out of my way.
How old is your son?
10.
Is that your wife living?
Is
You want him back? Sure. Oh, okay. All right. Just thought I'd check.
before this incident happened, I became a drug victim. I got drugged at the casino, and I think I was just coping with alcohol. And as they say, time heals wounds. And that's what happened. So thank you for the consideration.
I will adjourn the violation of probation hearing. I'll adjourn it to April 22nd, 2000. 26 at 9 a.m. You're to pay the $1,660 balance. You're to pay that today. None of that's restitution, is it?
It is not her.
And you are to complete the weekend wake up program through PERS. Failure to complete those terms by the adjourn date, that being April 22nd. The probation department's going to recommend jail. And given what I see in this case, sir, if you don't do it, I will follow that recommendation. So if you don't complete this, when you come back, I'm not going to be able to fulfill your wife's wishes of having you back. But I can tell you, you'll just be going. I'm not going to hear anything. Understood?
Yes.
Thank you. Courthouse case, People versus Maurice Shemwa.
For the judge,
She'll get you the information.
Portia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Maurice Shimwell. Shimwell, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Maurice Shimwell.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We have spoken to Mr. Shimwell. I believe we're here for a review. He has indicated to our office that he has been making monthly payments that he
We
intends.
have monthly payments and
Adam Tellier's case exposes a deeper breakdown. Mistreatment, no payments, skipped AA meetings, and failure to appear in court. Despite claims of progress, the record shows consistent violations and a bench warrant. Is this rehabilitation slipping through the system? Or a calculated pattern of noncompliance hiding behind excuses now?
All right.
So looks like he's making monthly payments, Your Honor. He says he intends to continue doing that and he wants to get this matter paid off and resolved, but he needs more time to continue making those payments, Judge.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the monthly payments. I'm not going to set a review date. Mr. Shemwell, I'll just tell you this, got to get this paid off. You don't want to come back before me having not paid it or not making these payments.
I've been making my payments monthly, Your Honor.
No, I know you have, but you got to continue to do that. And
Uh,
I'm just giving you a warning or admonition. You got to continue to do that. I don't want this coming back before me with you not having made payments.
oh no,
Understood?
I'm definitely gonna keep that going.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Courthouse case, People versus Sequanjala Middleton. I messed that up entirely, but are they here? If they're not here, I'm not going to apologize. Okay. They're not here. Is this the review? There were $25 monthly payments, the same as Mr. Shimwell, that they were beginning in December. Do we have her payments?
Your Honor, I have no payments on this case.
We have no payments.
Since July of last year.
And
Balance is. $1,018.
pardon? 12. Good year. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. Court does call the case of the People versus Wayne Minor.
For the Judge. Portia Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Wayne Minor, who I believe is on Zoom. Please unmute, state your name for the record.
Wayne Minor.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Minor is before the court for a review hearing on a prosecutor's report. Mr. Minor has completed all terms accepting he owes a balance of $570. Mr. Minor has reported to me every month. He's been in communication with me. He did have a snag with continuing to make the payments like he was supposed to. He went through a housing kind of crisis and almost lost his home. So he is getting himself back in track with that. Given that he's compliant with everything else, probation at this time is asking that the court extend this prosecutor deferred sentence for a period of 4 months, that Mr. Minor pay $120 by March 30th, then $150 per month, that he continue all other terms as previously ordered, with a review hearing being set July 8th, 2026 at 9 a.m.
Yes, if we believe that's appropriate, and we ask the court to please consider doing that.
All right. Mr. Minor, I'm going to
Yes.
extend your prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 4 months. You're to pay $125 or $120 by March 30th. Can you get that paid?
Yes, I'll actually will have the whole balance paid off Friday.
This Friday?
Yes.
Your Honor, if he does that, then I won't extend for court. Are you sure you can do that, Mr. Minor?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, 100%.
So you're this Friday.
Because if it's one thing if you don't tell me the truth, but if you tell Miss Valera the truth, that's when I get mad. But if you're saying he's going to have it this Friday,
You sure, Mr. Minor?
Yes. Well, I should be receiving my taxes back Friday. That's what the IRS is saying. So I'm going off that.
okay. So we're depending on the federal government to give us the taxes to pay that. How old are you?
31.
Yeah. Okay. That's why he believes him.
Your Honor, I would just ask to extend it for 1 month.
Okay.
That way, if there's any snafus that he can be in communication.
So he's going to pay the balance by, you said this Friday, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Yes.
And Your Honor, if it doesn't,
The hope and prayer of the IRS. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You need to get this paid by the 16th. Otherwise, you need to talk to Miss Valera about where your tax return is.
Okay.
Have it, and you gotta like walk to Washington or Tennessee, coming from. And pick up the check, okay?
Okay.
So he's not,
Not gonna walk.
right. So he's gonna pay the balance. I'm gonna pay by March 16th, 2026. I'll continue all other terms as previously ordered. I'll set his review hearing, then will be what, April 8th?
April, Your Honor. And if he truly pays it this Friday, I'll probably move that up to March 25th.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Wow.
Better get it paid.
The judge grants a final extension but warns, pay the balance by deadline or face jail, as recommended by probation. Compliance is non-negotiable, with strict timelines and consequences looming. One missed step could trigger immediate custody, turning opportunity for reform into full enforcement of sentencing authority. Like, comment, subscribe.